Hi, good morning, everyone, and wish you all a very, very happy Diwali. Hi, happy Diwali to everyone. So, welcome all for this particular live session on analysis today. People are just joining. I'll help them join. Okay, so as promised, we'll be giving you stocks today for even equity, and maybe if you there will be few stocks which will be also there for uh, futures, and if you want you can trade them in equity as well, so both would be available. So let's see what you make out from that. Happy Diwali to everyone once again, and let everyone join. Okay, so we have about people joining yet. हाँ बोल. अच्छा व्हाट्सएप पर देखा है. अच्छा भनेको त मैले जुम स्क्रिन देखेँ.
There is no voice.
Okay, so are you now able to hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
okay, good enough. Okay. So basically, last week we saw Nifty, which was already above 60 on daily and weekly, and was at gap resistance. That gap at 12080 was crossed, and we made even crossing of this resistance levels. So 12080 was already crossed, and we crossed this also last week. So we are now at all-time high. So Nifty is right now a diamond index, okay, all time frames above 60 and at all time high. So now Bank Nifty should follow is what can happen. So let's see whether we have Bank Nifty also following it. IT had already done that, okay, and we'll have now the other sectors as well. So we'll view on them as well. So last week again, few stocks which were given. I think Reliance was in short and it already triggered that, right? And there was a good NRD setup which already came the thing. I think some news and it just went down. But charts was speaking about that. Maruti, we had said that short as per top bottom, and I think as per top bottom it is already in short. And parallelly, we had Hero Motocorp in the same sector, Nifty Auto in the buy side, and it is already 3000. We had suggested a buy with 3250 as target, and it is already at 50% of the target yesterday. Okay, 3125 was already the high. Okay, so it is already gone above that. So Hero MotoCorp is working good. HDFC was a buy, and we had said that you can. I think it was around 1306 when we set a buy, and 1250 was to be kept as stop loss because this is a diamond stock, all time high, and all time frames above 60. So that's mean all time high and all just above 60 means it's a good stock. So even this was a buy. DRR buy has not triggered as per this yet, and we are waiting for it. And now we will see where we stand with DRR as well. Okay, so let's see on DRR where we stand. Uh, TCS has performed, I think it is on sideways only since then. HUL has not done much. It has been around, I think it has also started to move, but it's still resisting monthly 60. So we will see on HUL, and I think Asian Paint short has triggered. It has given almost 50% of the result, but still we are waiting for the actual target of 2135. So we'll now see whether we need to revise this target. Okay, so let's start with this. So before I start, wishing every one of you again happy Diwali. Okay, and let's start with the indices. And today there is going to be the Diwali stocks and the things as well. So we will have them as well for you. So as promised, you will have few Diwali stocks which will be available here. We will see them as well in some time. So let's start with the analysis first. So let's go to Nifty first. So as said, Nifty is around. So let's say Nifty closes 12.5. Array, bach gaya. So this would have been a 3 bar bearish divergence, but I think it has just saved itself. Okay. So let's see now what happens. Okay. Anything? Okay. To Diwali chal raha hai. So now let's see. Weekly, it has crossed above all with a good cap. See, weekly cap था cap से ही close कर दिया है उसने. Okay, so where we were thinking that there would be, yes, Polo Tire will have. Okay, so we'll do that as well. But see, this is where now it is. So now this is going to be a key on support on Nifty. So the previous all-time high is going to now act as support. Okay, and monthly also you see it's trying to come above 60. So now this was the earlier 60. Okay, so highest was around 65, and we need now to see where this candle closes towards the end of the month. Okay, we don't want a surprise of another bearish divergence, but this time even if there would be a bearish divergence, the number of bars is going to be much more. Okay, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Okay, so it's too far. Okay, there can be some correction if it touches here, and so 13,200 is what we were thinking last time, that if it crosses we might even see 13,200. So we are now nearing to that 13,200 mark. Okay, so let's see that whether what we do at that level, because there can be some movement upside still on Nifty. So Nifty is now diamond uh, index for us. Okay, diamond index all time high, all time frames above 60. Okay, let's look at resistances. Right now you don't see any resistance because it's at all time high, but let's have few things ready for us. Okay, so this is a breakout on this trend line as well. So it has not even stopped here. Okay, so even the previous trend line has been broken, which means we are now looking forward for this levels for sure. So I can put first level of resistance at 13,200. अरे ये क्या हो गया और num lock. Okay, so this looks to be first level of resistance to us. Okay, then let's put extension. Okay, so this gives us 1290 and then 1344. Okay, so then 13400. Okay, so this is what it is showing to us. And right now, support levels, the previous all-time high will now act as support. So these are going to be the support levels now for Nifty. Okay, now let's see Bank Nifty. There's some doubt. How to use Fibonacci projection? Acha, Sandeep, you've done P1, right? Simply advanced in technicals. उसमें ही है projection भी. Right, so I think go to the YouTube video on Fibonacci. You'll see that. Don't worry. Okay, it's in the section of advanced get. Okay, how to use advanced get. You will be able to see how to use Fibonacci extension and both retracement. Okay, so everything is there on YouTube. Don't worry. Okay, so now let's see. Here we are at one resistance. See this 29,000, and if you recollect, see 28,999, again the round number resistance that we saw. Okay, so that is where it is, and it's also the price resistance here on monthly. Okay, so once this is crossed monthly, then the next resistance comes around directly at 3900. Okay, there is already a gap which has been filled here. So now again on weekly there is at 30, again the same level, 3700, 3900. So this is where the gap is there on weekly as well. So weekly also it looks good. Look at it on monthly, it is now approaching 60. So it still has some steam. So it can come till here because 5 points, 5.5 point, right? 4.5 points, sorry, on RSI can give you at least, some level of few thousand points more over here on monthly. It is monthly RSI. Okay, so I am telling you, it will give you few thousand points still on the upside. So that is where you can see even on Bank Nifty. Okay, and again there is no resistance here now. Support is there right away at around 27,100. Okay, and also 27,700 where it took support on Friday. Okay, so you need to be very much aware about where it took. See, this is the daily support where it took. Okay, on the gap. Okay, so again we need to see this, and this is where it is right now resisting. So we need now a crossover about 28,800, 28,900. So once this is closed, again daily basis 29,700 to 30,200 is going to be the resistance on daily, right? So now we have daily, weekly band walk happening. By the way, it's okay. Weekly the band walk, daily it has just stopped. Okay, so we are about 60 on daily, weekly. Monthly has broken 20 MA after a long time, and this was a good resistance which has been broken with a good Daya candle. Okay, it's a good Daya candle. You can see जिसने P1 किया उनको मालूम है Daya candle क्या होता है. Okay, so it's a good Daya candle here, breaking of resistance, and now we are coming towards this level, and this can now be the next resistance. So let's see. Bank Nifty looks bullish also. Okay, so let's look into this. So daily and weekly above 60. Okay, weekly band walk, and two candles have been there. So now we can have a third candle as per the record session count. Okay, so that is one more. So weekly band walk and monthly shows good breakout of resistance. Okay, so this is where we are right now. Now let's have the support and resistance also for the same. Okay, so Bank Nifty resistance is right now 29,000 where it resisted. Okay, and then would be around 29,700. Okay, and 30,300. So this is the gap part. Okay, on daily which I have taken right now. and support directly lies around 27,700 from where it has bounced. Okay, then 27,100. Okay, so this is where are the two supports which I'm seeing. Okay, so we might see some breakdown on this, and might have some we're touching this levels now, so we'll have to see whether where it goes. So Nifty, Bank Nifty looking good on the charts right now. So they have changed from what we were seeing last week. Okay, so now we have got a bullish view on it. Okay, so let's see now the other sectors. Nifty IT, what does it say? So Nifty IT daily is approaching 60 and it is trying to stay around that. Okay, then weekly, it's above, and see it's a hammer at weekly at support. Okay, so this is the support because if you look at it, this is around the level of the gap from where it has bounced after tweezer. See, it is a tweezer bottom here at gap, and now there is a hammer as well. Okay, so IT weekly looking good, and yeah, monthly is already looking good. So it is above the last month's close, and it's trying to close. See, if it crosses this, it again enters into the diamond category. Okay, so this is looking good as well. Only thing is daily is into squeeze. Okay, so now we need to see how it does a breakout about this. There is some resistances here about this because it's below 60. Okay, so we need to see whether the daily crosses 60 in this week. If that happens, actually these are the sectors which are now going to start helping Nifty to cross, 13,000 as well. So we need to be observing this also. So we'll look into the IT stocks. So daily around 60 resistance. Okay, weekly hammer following tweezer bottom at gap support. Okay. Monthly still it is doing band walk now, by the way. If you look at it, see monthly still doing band walk. So this is looking good. Monthly band walk continues. Okay, so this is looking a good sector actually. So we need daily to cross 60 soon. So you can see the stocks as well then. So TCS, yes, one of the favorite would be there. So we'll see that as now. Let's see. Infra we had seen last week, and see this was where we were saying that this is taking support on 20 MA and can bounce, and that is where infra is coming up here. But now it is approaching this level. So we need to see whether it what it does here. Okay, so this is where it is, and 56 on monthly. So we can see this moving maybe till this level. I think cements is doing good. Steel is doing good recently. Even here there is a huge gap up opening on weekly, and band walk has started. So this is where we can see this. So that same level on monthly is what you can expect on even this sector. Okay, and band walk even on daily. Right. So this is also looking good, but seems to be 1 minute. 73, 74, okay, nothing, no various divergence, nothing. So this still looks good to me. Okay, so infra, if anybody wants to see, infra stocks looks good as well. Now let's go FMCG. FMCG daily band walk. Okay, so last week when we saw it at a band walk resistance and 60 resistance. Okay, now it has done this for us. So FMCG sector is also moving along with Nifty, and it is around resistance around this is going to be the all-time high, and before that there is a few more hurdles on daily. see even weekly approaching 60, so there can be some resistance at 60, because look at this, it has not been crossing 60 even in past few weeks earlier. So this is, I think, somewhere around July, okay, seventh month and eighth month, July and August, right? So it was trying to cross, but it was not able to. So this is going to act as even price resistance. So maybe this is the level where you might see resistance, and it's also upper band on weekly, but still some steam which can take it up. So even monthly we might see this. So monthly has broken 60. It had got, see, uh, oh yeah, bearish range shift, and then bounce from 40, then again 60 resistance, and now yet again approaching 60. So we need to see it above this. So there is going to be a strong resistance around 32,000 to this index as well. Okay, someone had some doubts. Daily also kept resistance. Yes, there it is. The same as Fibonacci extension in P1 trading. Yeah, that's right. Pashwa, that is right. It is safe. अच्छा ये पाशवा तो परेश ही है अच्छा ठीक है इवनिंग स्टार डेली एट 60 मारुति किसका बोला तुमने इवनिंग स्टार डेली एट 60 ये अभी आपने जिसके लिए बोला वो कौन सा था because I don't see it in FMCG right now इवनिंग स्टार मेरे को नहीं दिख रहा है डेली एट 60 okay so I'm not seeing anywhere evening star yet but this is looking okay decent for some movement on the upside okay so we might see even FMCG going little bit up एफएमसीजी में इवनिंग स्टार नहीं दिख रहा मेरे को डेली पे कहीं पे भी नहीं है ये देखो डेली तो 60 के ऊपर है ओके 69 70 का आरएसआई है और इवनिंग स्टार अब तक आया नहीं है अभी भी बैंड वॉक है ये छोटू कैंडल है इवनिंग स्टार कब होगा अगर कल इधर एक ब्लैक आया तो ओके तब तक ये फिर नहीं बोल सकते हम ओके
दादा
okay so need to be that okay just adding okay so this looks okay to me okay so this looks to be little bit at resistance, okay, because daily is doing band walk. Daily band walk above 60, okay, but weekly and monthly, okay, around 60 resistance. So this is where we'll have to see how it crosses. So if it, but there is some steam still left, okay, because monthly and weekly price resistance is still around some points away. Okay, so this is where the price resistance is. So more 1,000 points on monthly, and even I think same is on 1,000 point or 800 points even on weekly. So there is some steam still left on it. Okay, so it is still not at properly at resistance, but it is approaching resistance. You can say around 60 and moving towards price resistance at 32,000 levels. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Let's move. I think some more doubt. Okay, okay. So now let's see again what it says. So pharma. Now pharma, we need to see what it has done. Hammer at 60. Okay, so this looks good. Comeback by the pharma stocks on weekly. Daily, it has shown some gap up openings, but we have some resistance around. Okay, so if it crosses 60 or maybe the upper band, we might get into some movement on pharma stocks as well. Okay, so this is where we should be looking for pharma breakout. Okay, so on daily, once it crosses this level, which is around 11,900 levels on the Nifty Pharma. Okay, so this is where you might see some breakout on Nifty Pharma, and monthly it is, look at this. Okay, first 60 support after a breakout. So this is where it is trying to now move, and this is also CIP. If you look at this, right? So this and this is now working. So we might see some good movement in this sector as well. So Nifty Pharma weekly at 60, hammer at 60, monthly at 60 support, and daily has bounced from 40 support. Okay, so I think last week we were, that's why bullish on pharma stocks. Okay, and it did move, but it moved, but it didn't trigger the trade that we had actually kept for Dr. Reddy. Okay, so the long didn't trigger, but now this week we have again come out with the same thing. So let's see what it does for us, right? So Nifty Pharma daily around 60 and price resistance. Okay, 11,900 levels. Okay, 11,900 levels. Okay, um, weekly hammer at 60 and monthly took 60 support. Okay, so this is where we might see even also. सर बाद में आओ, अभी मैं एक मीटिंग में हूँ. मैं मीटिंग में हूँ सर. ओके, कितना टाइम लगेगा? 1-1.5 घंटा जाएगा. अरे खाली उनको बता दीजिए ना. क्या बताओ? वो दोनों आंटी का कुछ रिपोर्ट है? नहीं, हम इधर के नहीं है. हम डॉक्टर बाजू में है. नहीं, आशीष बाजू में, डॉक्टर बाजू में. हाँ. Okay, sorry guys. I don't know who he was. कोई तो आ गया. कुछ तो पूछना, ठीक है. So now let's see. So this is what we have on Nifty Pharma as well. So this is also looking good. So we'll have, let's have a close watch on pharma sector and the stocks as well. Let's go to the final sector, auto. So auto sector is also doing bandwagon. No? By the way, and see this is where the daily is gone above the resistance. Okay, but 8350 is the main level on monthly and weekly. So let's see that. Okay, so we have got sorry, I think somewhere my mouse is getting a little stuck. Okay, so this is the levels. Now we have a breakout. See, I don't consider this as a formal breakout because breakout के लिए एक नया कैंडल का जरूरत है, ऐसा वाला white कैंडल चाहिए, बड़ा वाला. ओके, ये छोटू छोटू कैंडल ब्रेकआउट के लाइट नहीं होते. We need a breakout on this. Okay, no doubt RSI is now in support. Previously, when we were at that level, look at this. It was resisting. Now we have a clear breakout, but let's wait for it. Okay. So let's wait for this thing. Okay. And let's see weekly क्या बोलता है. So weekly also it is trying to be above it, but the bad news is there is a bearish divergence. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bar bearish divergence. Okay, so there is some bearishness over here. So you can see the closing of this is 8163 and this is 8308. So we have a weekly 6 bar bearish divergence at resistance. Okay, because this is where the resistance itself is, and that is where we are having a bearish divergence on auto sector. And monthly it's now trying to be at the same price. See, ये 3 बार इधर से धोखा खाया हुआ है, राइट. सो सेम लेवल ऑलमोस्ट 8300 के आसपास में, और आज ये 8308 के थोड़ा ऊपर है एंड 8350 को टच किया है. So now either this will be a breakout on monthly. So now we have to wait for 8500. अगर 8500 के ऊपर में गया है ये, तो it will also nullify the bearish divergence set up on weekly, and this can be a breakout. So again, we'll see the sector and the stocks little closely, right? So this is approaching monthly resistance, and weekly has got bearishness, and daily also has a breakout, but it's not a convincing breakout because of the size of the candle. Okay, so yet I will write daily band walk above 60 weekly 6 bar bearish divergence, but this is a setup which needs confirmation. Okay, so do not expect कि bearish divergence है तो अभी चलो short कर दो सब, नहीं, wait करो थोड़ा. Okay, and monthly approaching resistance at 8500 levels. Okay, so this is what all the sectors and the proper indices are showing to us. थोड़ा इसको space. Okay, so far so good. Now let's start with few stocks, and then we'll go to Diwali stocks as well. Okay, so let's start with the stocks. सबसे पहले हम चालू करते हैं Reliance, my favorite, and which is right now at 40 support. Okay, and this has just closed the gap. Okay, इसका gap क्या था, ये क्या है, 2005.9. Okay, closing wise it is still okay, so we are still at gap resistance on Reliance and at gap support here. Okay, so daily shows 40 support, okay, which has been taken. So now we need to cross the high of yesterday, which is 2041. Weekly is at gap resistance. See, again, weekly also has come down because of the gap. Okay, but it shows a good recovery here with good volumes. Okay, so this volume is really good. So this looks good on a weekly chart, and now we need it to cross 2048 or this gap out here. So once this gap is closed, we might see it again coming up. Okay, till this levels. Monthly is at 60 support and doji in making. So this also looks decent out here on Reliance. So monthly doji at 60, you can say. Weekly it is broken 60, but resistance of 20 MA and still at price support. Okay, so this is where it is at price support. This doji actually is, the doji high is acting as support actually. So this is where we are right now taking support. Okay, and also if you look at Reliance retracement from the last, this thing, it's at 61% actually, and now around 50. So it is resisting at 38 and 61. So let's see, it might now take support out here. Okay, so Reliance view is neutral right now because daily, hey bhai, kilo chal rahi hai. Daily at 40 support. Okay, resisting gap and MA20. Weekly at gap resistance and below 60. But monthly, the upper time frame shows strength, which is, it's a doji at 60 support. So high time frame rules normally have, we'll see some recovery in this if the monthly 60 continues to hold. Okay, so until I think I will see where there is an entry to buy as per one of the RSI strategy. If monthly is at 60 and daily is at 40, that's also a good buy. Okay, so this looks to be a buy as per one of the strategy as well for us, but still I will wait. Okay, let's see the other stocks. Let's start with the auto sector. So Maruti is still around, see, it's around 40, around support of this. So it has not gone below this levels yet. Okay, so it's at support and it is holding the 6800 levels. and it is resisting 6920 levels. Okay, so 6920 is acting as a good resistance, which is around around the 20 MA out here. Okay, so as soon as it goes above 6920, seems to be some selling coming into it. Okay, let's see. Weekly it is resisting 60. See, weekly it is resistance 60 and it has not yet crossed this levels. So this is where it is going to be little bit thing, and it is a so between shooting star and a small candle over here. So again, see 67 or 6800. The reason where it is supported is this, but main thing is this has gone below 60 and resisting it. So now this is the range in which Maruti is staying. So either we need a breakup or a breakdown on Maruti, and this is a weekly thing. So if you look at daily also, look at this is the range. Okay, so this is the range in which it has got stuck itself, and monthly also, see, it is not able to cross this candle is already gone once below the low of this 6764, and the low of this is 6784. Okay, so still not crossed the low of this, but we can come down till this if it has to break down. So 6434 can be expected, but currently this is at a resistance of 6920, as well on the weekly and monthly if you look at. Okay, and that is where it is getting trapped. So still not looking good as per the charts. Okay, and this still looks okay for a short trade, and this is where, so unless and until this breaks up on the upside, okay, 7000 is the level where it is shown. I don't think it can move up. Okay, and it is gone sideways. All the time frames are between 40-60 now. See, okay, so that is where Maruti is. So let's put down on Maruti first. Okay, daily around 40, but resisting 20. So even the close is below last week's close. So weekly in sideways, weekly sideways between 6780 and 7100. Okay, monthly is about 20 ms. So I would just keep, it's neutral. It's not giving any direction on the upside yet, but it shows some dark downside as well. Index not traded, then why shows volume? Yeah, see, it will show something there, and it is showing full volume. So it's not anything else. It's just, I think, maybe advanced get where he's showing it. So it may be not actual. Okay, on the volume side, maybe just on the advanced get. Let's go to the other stocks now on the same sector, Hero Moto. So Hero Moto, we had a buy because it was bullish Harami, but now it is approaching 60 on this. So we might have some struggle here now. Okay, and right now it has been stopped at 31.22. So if anybody is trading it, should keep a trailing stop loss now straight away at 30.075. Okay, and hold it. uh, daily also approaching, see, it was at 40, so we had given a buy call. Now even daily is approaching 60. Okay, and even monthly is started upside and it is coming around. So I would now revise my stop loss and hold it only if it is. So SL to be now revised. Okay, so only SL we will revise now to 3075. Okay, and all time frames. See, now you understand auto sector. I think Vishesh has asked me one doubt that Maruti and Hero Moto are of the same sector, but you gave one short call and the other was a buy call. Because Maruti was already at 60 resistance and it was around the same level of resistance, and that's why you expect it to fall. And now Hero Moto, which was at 40 support, has bounced after giving you that bullishness, and now it is approaching the 60 or the resistance. And overall, even Nifty Auto we saw, has got bearishness. So now again, that the place where we might have to now think on booking profits on this, because it's already given 50% of our target, but now we can just keep a trailing of this at 3075, okay, and hold it. All time frames around 60 resistance. Okay, so uh, open buy trade at this. Now revise SL, okay, and target can be still we can keep at 30 to 50, okay, but this can be now the revise SL, okay, revise, and this will be a TSL, okay. So let's now look Bajaj Auto. हमारा बजाज क्या बोलता है? तो हमारा बजाज भी देखो बाउंस किया है फ्रॉम 20 MA and approaching this. Even weekly we might see this getting, see यहाँ पे अभी इसको भी resistance है 100 पॉइंट के ऊपर में, and this is a piercing pattern here at 60, but see we have a resistance even here. So even Bajaj Auto does not give me much confidence on the auto sector, right? So the sector looks weak and the stocks in it is looking weak. Right now, I think Ahmad sir wanted Apollo tires also. So let's see first MRF. So MRF has gone a breakout and it has gone above, but still there is outside inside and there is some bearishness here again, but 72 and 73. So this has broken the bearish divergence. So let's look at weekly now. Weekly band walk and the gap is closed. So now you can expect it. So tires are looking good. So now again, same sector. Okay. Two-wheeler, four-wheeler gone down. Tire still looks good. Okay, so now see even this had not triggered on the bearish divergence and this is still looking good. Okay, so this is looking good about this. So you might get 74,000 as target still on MRF, and monthly now approaches 60 and upper band. So yes, some resistance is here, but still this is possible. Okay, so this can be one level where we might see this coming up, but this is where it will resist. Okay, so we have, because this is 58, so we might have few thousand points yet and then come to 60 and resist. So MRF does not show me better. So it is looking good on daily and weekly, but monthly shows 60 resistance. Apollo tires. Apollo tires still, so it did give you another bearish divergence. So this is 35. It is still having bearish divergence. Okay, so this is still there. This is still there. See, the power of bearish divergence is in front of you. Okay, this was not a bearish divergence, but if you look at this fall, you can have a similar type. And now this is no more an AND pattern because it has gone too far. Okay, but you might still have a fault in this 157 level because this is now a gap support. So there is going to be a gap support for this. And if you want to short for the 4-bar bearish divergence still, then it's also below the same thing. You have to short below 161, but then straight away you come towards the gap support. So I would avoid this Amar sir for now because this is a googly right now. There is bearishness, but that bearishness is with support, and that is also, see, it's also a price support. So it might come for the first CIP also here. If you look at it, okay, if I just draw a straight line here, okay, see this levels, and that is a good support broken, and now it might again recapture it. So I would avoid it. I would avoid this now because it didn't confirm at all, and it is now again it is having somewhere some approach, but still it is looking good because the way it is placed, it is, see, this is also price resistance on monthly, but we need confirmation now. And over here there is band walk started on weekly, and there is nothing else here to stop it. So the 184 can be the target if it continues this. All right. So this is where we've seen the sector. Now let's see which sector comes. HDFC Bank. So yeah, let's see now HDFC. Let's see the banks. Okay, so bank is at gap support and doji at gap. See that? Okay, so this also looks good right now. All-time high almost. Yes, weekly is at all-time high. And let's see monthly. Oh, so monthly is just up crossing 60. Okay, and also at all-time high. So it's a diamond stock now because it's so far on the all-time high. We don't consider this. It's just closing yet. It is okay. It made 1400 as a new high, and it's right now around 1363. Right, and again, see, there is going to be bearish divergence if it closes here, but it's again too many candles. Okay, too many candles. So there can be some retrace, but this does not give you an idea of a bigger fall. This was a bigger fall because this was 6 bar, and then this fall comes, which is good enough. But now this is going to be 12 bars. So 12 bars is not going to be that good for a fall. Okay, so that we need to understand. So HDFC Bank still looks good. Okay, and it's a buy on daily as well right now. Okay, because it's at a doji at support, and look at this. Okay, so if you are now holding it, hold it with a stop loss at around 1300 US. Earlier I gave you 1250 as the stop loss. Now you can hold it with 1300 as your stop loss, 1305, or maybe just 1300. That is fine. Okay, so 50 points you can increase in your stop loss now. So HDFC Bank looks good. Daily, weekly, band walk, monthly at all-time high and just above 60. Hold or buy with SL at 1250. So now you can hold or buy with the stop loss at 1300. So this is still looking good. Okay. So now let's see the other banks. ICICI. So ICICI Bank is around at gap resistance 487. Okay, on weekly. So this is where there is some stoppage. We now need to cross this on ICICI. Okay, and that's where again, see, this is a बैंक निफ्टी को भी यही सब है. Okay, ये 500 चार्ट के ऊपर फिर इसको 541 and then this is around the 550 mark. Okay, so again there is nothing on daily to be worried about. It is bouncing from the gap again. See, Friday also we had a gap down, but see, this is where it has taken support. So ICICI is also looking okay, but the thing is now again 60 approaching on. So this is going to be some stopper. Okay, because the first time it is approaching 60, and this can be some resistance. If this momentum continues and this candle goes above 60 as the monthly close, then we might have 524 as the next target. Right, so this is still looking okay. Axis. So Axis has got a 3 bar bearish divergence very clearly in front of us. Okay, so you can look at it 610 and this is 608.95, and look at the RSI clearly shows you some bearishness here. Okay, so axis shows you some bearishness. This is a setup now, needs confirmation. Okay, again, you can't expect more fall because there is a gap up here. So 568 can be taken as your target if there is going to be any short trade which triggers around. Okay, so this is the place where it can come. And again, monthly it is at, so monthly has taken first 40 support by the way. Look at this. And then see it has bounced back. So monthly has got 20 MA resistance and price resistance is around 620 where we have still not touched. Then 625 around and then can go up. So this also looks, okay, so there can be some resistance on this now. So we need to see Bank Nifty as well. If there is a breakout above it, we might see that 29,000 approaching soon, 29,700 approaching soon. Okay, so HDFC Bank is in form, but Axis and ICICI does not show something. Okay, now let's see the other good bank. Okay, so good bank is Kotak without any nonsense with it. So Kotak is also at all-time high resistance, maybe. Okay, so we have this as a diamond right now. Okay, it's a band walk on weekly as well, and this is the support level. So if you are holding it, you can hold with this low as stop loss. And right now, daily does not show anything. So it's okay. It's a counter attack on daily, bullish counter attack है. और इसके ऊपर में it can still come make a new high. So Kotak HDFC Bank is in favor. Okay, and I think let's see some finance companies. Bajaj Finance. Bajaj Finance is looking okay. No bearishness and it's still looking fine. I think this is going to be the hurdle. 8390. We need to cross this. Sorry, 4390. So this is where it is, and that is where I think it is also having a resistance around this level, and then this is the resistance 4665. Okay, this has been closed now, so now again this also shows around the same level 4590. Band work has started, and monthly also above 60 and might move further till this level. So 4600 has been seen on all the time frames. So let's see whether that is what it approaches. Okay, so this is looking so far so good on the finance sector. So there are a few banks in favor, few banks not. So we need to see now how ICICI and Axis they play the role for the Bank Nifty to grow, right? So two banks are in favor, two are not. Okay, so finance sector looks okay on 50-50 side, and Bank Nifty looks good. So let's see, whether it's able to do that. So there is some uncertainty on only two banks right now, but I'm not saying all the 12, but two major banks which has got good strength in Bank Nifty shows some weakness. So now let's see TCS and the IT stocks. So this again has got 10% daily at support only. So see, this is the gap. Okay, and this gap is still yet to be filled. So unless this is filled, okay, on the downside, this will remain sideways and might see it's approaching band squeeze as well. So there can be some still sideways movement expected in this stock. Wait for the breakout here, okay, because this is where it is trying to be defended. So once it crosses इसके ऊपर में इधर आके बाउंस कभी तो करेगा, बिकॉज 3000 के ऊपर में जाना ही है, बाई बैक है उसका, राइट? तो आई थिंक उसका एक्स डेट क्या है वो देखना पड़ेगा. एक्स डेट के बाद ओनली देयर कैन बी सम मूवमेंट इन दिस स्टॉक. And this is what's even on weekly, it is approaching 60 और क्या ये पीरियड ही दिख रहा है 67 हाँ so there is PRD 3 bar PRD as well but we need it to go above this 6 तो 2700 के ऊपर में लेकिन ज़्यादा कुछ टारगेट नहीं है इसमें उतना ही टारगेट है उसका जहाँ पे ब्रेकआउट है उधर ही टारगेट है does not look that much but see it's still at the doji at all time high on monthly still okay so it still looks good okay SBI and normally I don't check any of the PSU banks. I don't like them at all. Okay, so I would not even recommend anyone to trade them because they have got too many gaps in them, and they don't look good on charts as well. Okay, so normally I don't. HUL will come because we are still yet to look into that sector, but now we are looking into IT. So TCS daily is going into squeeze. There is some bullishness on weekly because there is some PRD here, and the monthly still a doji at bandwidth. Right, so this also looks okay. Daily sideways and into squeeze. Weekly PRD sector and monthly OG at okay. So this is where it is. But I would not trade this right now because daily is sideways, so trade only if trend line breaks. So buy about closing basis, huh? This. So that was what it was. Let me just see again, breakout. Nah, 25, 35, 27, 35, sorry. Okay, so buy above this. Yeah, stop loss should be then 26, 70. 70 and target can be quite higher so you can have this also we might touch 2900 again so that can be the target for us let's go to Infi then Infi has got another thing at 60 resistance see this is where it is price resistance okay 1148 1150 mark same dojis again over there so we need a close about this monthly is bullish, but if you look at weekly and stuff, there are two dojis at the same level. Okay, 11.1145 and this week's high is 11.1147. So this 1150 is one of the benchmark which it needs to cross on the higher side. Then you can see around 1290 is what is the upper band. So unless and until it crosses that, I will not go for anything on in fee. Okay, so let's see the other Tech Mahindra. Mr. Tech Mahindra is also around 60 resistance, and this is where it is resisting. Price also see the resistance is here itself. Okay, and um, check, check, check. Still, Tech Mahindra also does not look. It has got some resistance at all time high around this. So wait for it to cross. Okay, can we buy? See again, there is a shooting star in making at around 60. So wait for this. See, still it is at the resistance level. Okay, so we'll have to wait for this as well. So though IT sector was showing some strength, I think IT was daily around 60. Actually, this is what it was, but weekly hammer following cruiser top and monthly was band off. We are not seeing that in any of the IT stocks, so would have to see what it does here. Okay, because see, mainly if banking has strength, IT will have some fall. So have to see that now. Now let's see HUL and other thing. Hind Unilever. Let's see that. So हिंद यूनिलीवर आई थिंक निरंजन ने बोला था कि 60 क्रॉस किया लेकिन we need it to close above as closing price. Okay, because this is closing price below 60. See this 57, 56, 59, and now it is coming to 61, but it is at price resistance. Okay, so it needs to cross this levels. दूसरा है 60, ये वीकली भी अगर रेजिस्टेंस पे ही है अभी भी. Okay, so that is where it is resisting, and this is good. This is good. Okay, we can have this. So what it does on Tuesday will matter. So the HUL looks good about 220 with stop loss at 2175, and you can see 2350 coming up. Okay, so HUL looks good about that only. So if it takes for 60 support, then only you buy. Okay, so HUL 60 support. So around 50 points versus 80 points, actually 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll keep little less, 2, 3, 4, 0, 4, 5 hai either. Okay, so I'm keeping 4, 0, not keeping much bigger target. This is what you get in HUL as well. Okay, and let's see Asian Paints, because that is already in our short position, and see it has broken 60. Okay, bearish divergence already there, and actually it is trying to get support at this level. So somewhere if you are able to get around this, I think I will now revise the stop loss also for this, because we can't keep it 20 to 5, 20 to 50 anymore. Okay, this is where it is getting support, and this is where it is getting resisted. Okay, so every day dojis बना रहा है and आ रहे हैं. Now तो एक मिनट. See, it's now an evening star here. So we need it to break this, because then we will have to see, this is where it can be the support again. So 2150, and I think I had kept this 39 plus बस ये था, and it's a doji also at point. So weekly has got an evening star. See a good evening star here. Monthly has got a doji at all-time high, and now it is showing. See, it is actually showing some of the other thing, but I think it is rare which. Okay, so this is what it is. See, there is a gap support here, जिसके वजह से वो उधर अटक रहा है actually. Okay, so because of the gap support, I think it is waiting here. So ये gap support टूटना चाहिए. So now let's say, so we'll hold it like that only. Okay, so that is what we can do. Okay, so we'll okay, we'll still do the same thing. DRR तो बाकी है अभी फार्मा स्टॉक्स पे ही नहीं गए हम लोग और DRR इधर से निकला क्योंकि दिवाली स्टॉक में है ना दे रहा हूँ धमाका एक so we'll now quickly go to Diwali stocks as well but this also Asian Paint will just maintain the status out here maybe there is so this has been confirmed the resistance at upper band monthly looks bullish okay but now we'll have to see weekly does not look bullish okay so weekly evening star all time high monthly is doji at all time high so still short is open okay so short is already open sl you can move now to okay so this is where we can move it okay so now let's start with the Diwali stocks. So there are few stocks that we have got for purely equity, and there are few more stocks which are purely on futures as well as equity. So it would be your discretion whether you want to go in future or you want to go in equity. Okay, so that is what we will see. Okay, so now let's start. So pharma sector is remaining. So I'll start with pharma now directly. So I'll start with DRR first. Okay, so DRR again, if you look at it's around this support which it is not breaking, which is the gap support actually. Okay, weekly hammer at 60. So this makes it as the first Diwali pick for today in the Murat trading. Okay, and also it's a doji at CIP on uh, monthly. So month is yet to be over, but this can be a good buy with this as the stop loss. Okay, so the first stock which goes into Diwali is Dr. Reddy. So buy about 4925. SL will be at 4675. Target one is 5350. Target two is going to be 5500. Okay, so if anyone wants to write down this because henceforth we are not going to give this summary. The video would be there on YouTube for sure, but the summary of the stocks would be only now onto a subscribed group, which we will discuss in some time. Okay, so if you want to write down, you can write down right away. Okay, all of the stocks because now we are since Diwali from today we'll be starting Swaycharts stock ideas as one of the new product from us and where we will be discussing and giving you daily updates on the stocks which we will be recommending to trade in the market. Okay, so again that would be just the recommendation subscription would be available. So anybody who is interested to get subscription for the same should contact either me or Paresh for the same. Okay, so please contact us for that and we'll let you know what are the subscription charges and all those things later. Okay, but henceforth this entire thing would be available on that group only. Okay, so the write-up would be available only on the subscribed WhatsApp group from henceforth. But the videos would be available and you can still see them. You can take the snapshot on the videos, everything that is available, you can do that. Okay, but in specific write-up would be only available on the Swaycharts Stock Ideas group. And I would thank Saraf sir for being behind us, pointing us to start this. Okay, so we saw the first thing was buy on Dr. Reddy. This is here. Okay, then let's see the other pharma stocks. Cipla. So Cipla has got a similar thing. If you look at Doji at 60 support on monthly. Okay, so this again makes it buy above this levels. Okay, It's right now broken 60 on thing, but see it is remaining above the set support. So 705 is a good support for supply. And if anyone wants to buy, can buy it with this as the stop loss, because this is really looking good as well. And monthly above 60, daily at 40. Again, a good thing to buy. With again 705 as the stop loss, because that's the low of this candle as well. Okay, so that is where you can buy it. Okay, Tata Motors we have already given a buy. Motors we have already given a buy at 90, and it is already doing good. Okay, so Tata Motors you can still hold, because last time also we discussed the same. Tata Motors look good and you can hold it for now. W first part is cleared. Now you can get the second target of W. So Tata Motors we had already recommended, I think, and you can hold on that. That's nothing wrong in it. But it should be in equity and not in future. Okay, so this is what SIPCA says. Let's see DVs as well. Again, DVs has got just above 60, but we need to see whether it will sustain this breakout on this. So there is a breakout at this level, a new all-time high maybe, and hammer at 60 again. But we need to have this above this. So if it sustains about 2400, and this is a good gap now. Okay, so it's a with this low as stop loss. If you want, you can carry this as well. And look at this band walk and all-time high. But there is a bearish divergence. But this candle needs to be no. There is no bearish divergence as well. This is 84.92. This is 85. So this looks good as well. Okay, so even this is looking good. Okay, so now let's go to the other stocks of Diwali. Okay, so then we come to Biocon as well. I'm first going to look into few five stocks which are available in futures. Okay, along with then in the equity we will go. But let's look at Infratel. Okay, because it's available in even futures. Or let me go back to. Let me go here. Okay, it's more better. Oh, okay, so let's start with Dhanuka Agritech then. Okay, Dhanuka Agritech monthly is coming at first 60 support. Look at this. Okay, and see, normally I keep telling you that if you want to invest, invest at either 40 support or 60 support. Look at this bounce from 40 support, 327 to 943. Okay, so this is the reason why I keep saying that if you are putting money, we should put something like this, okay, where you get such type of movement, because you need to know that 40 support on monthly is the best thing, and first 60 support is going to be also best, because after a long time this has crossed 60 and now it is trying to take support on 60. So Dhanuka Sugar, where do you buy it? You buy it above 725. Okay, so Dhanuka Sugar you buy above 725. SLU is going to be 675. First target is 840. Second target is going to be 900. So Dhanuka Agritech looks good above 725, because we need to make sure that it is taking support on 60. Okay, so that's why you buy above 725. And once you buy above 725, you hold it with 675, which is this candle's low, as your stop loss. So 675 is going to be the stop loss, and then you can first expect this 840 is the first target, which is the upper band, and 950 is this target. Okay, so this is where you get Dhanuka Agritech. Okay, that's the first Diwali stock again, so you can trade this. Then is Camlin Find. This is again a good one. So if you look at Camlin Find Sciences, okay, so this stock, see, mainly I'm trading on monthly. Okay, I have no idea. I only see the chart. I have no idea what it is. Is it same as pesticide, Dhanuka sugar? I don't know. I just know it's Dhanuka Agritech. That's it. Because I just saw this chart which is at 60 support, and that is how I found it out. Okay. So again, this is again coming towards the same thing. See, after a long time it has crossed 60. See, okay, and now if it crosses 60, then only, and if it maintains this, so we buy above this level 110. Okay, so currently Camden fine science also we need to wait to cross this levels. So the buy is above 110. Okay, again, so buy above 110, SL would be 94. Target one is 134 and 155. So your targets would be around, 30-35% or 20-25% for each of the stocks which we are recommending right now. Okay, so Camden Fine Science buy above 110. Once it goes above 110, put SL at 94 and target will be 134 and 155, and then it can keep going. Right, so this all stocks we will track as well on daily basis and weekly basis mainly. Okay, then let's see Blue Dart. Blue Dart was one of the good stock. Okay, again you will see from where it has bounced, see crossing of 40. Look at this, and then see this dojis and about this. So from 2300 or 2400, it was doing good, and it has gone to almost double from that. Almost 2400 का 4800 नहीं हुआ, but 4000 के ऊपर आ गया. Second thing is, if you look at this trend line, see breaking of trend line and again CIP on trend line. So the second entry was around 2950. You will get that also. Wait. Okay, there are five. Already I gave you so many stocks on futures also. Okay, earlier whatever we saw was on futures only, and Dr. Reddy also I gave. Okay, but you will get everything today, so don't worry. Okay, so this is again, see, it's looking good, and it's looking good on this still. Okay, so now the recommendation is buy above 4140. Okay, and hold it for the targets which are going to be huge targets in this case. Okay, so these are the targets. You can look at it: 6200 and 5400. Okay, so these are going to be the uh, stocks in thing. And again, see all the time frame and band walk. Okay, and this has got some bearishness here. Okay, some bearish divergence, but there is no confirmation and it's still bouncing. So that's why we have got two levels of entry for this. Okay, one entry is if it comes around 4000 you buy, or you buy at 4140. Okay, if it continues the movement upside, 4140 is the level around which it will nullify your bearish divergence. So you buy above this or around this level, or you buy if it falls down from here due to the bearish divergence, buy around 4000 and hold it with 3500 as 3550 is your stop loss, and 4900 would be the first target, 6200 is the second target. So this is going to give you a good amount of returns from your entry. Okay, आई थिंक सब लोग ने अभी 1992 स्कैम का मूवी देखा, राइट? सो नाउ द नेक्स्ट स्टॉक, वन ऑफ द बिग बुल्स फेवरेट, ओके, Mazda. And Mazda is looking good at current levels itself. Yesterday's close is around 600. We need to buy it above 612. 520 can be the stop loss. 780 is going to be the first target. Now let me show you what we saw in Mazda. Look at this on the monthly chart. Again, see at 40 support. See from 240 to 600 in 4 to 5 months. Right? So this is again the main thing which you need to see on a stock. Second thing, now this is the reason to buy it. Okay, and main thing is this 60 crossover and first support on 60. Okay, so this makes it very powerful. Okay, so you buy as soon as it goes above 612, because that is the high of this month. You buy about 612, hold with 520 as your stop loss, which is low of this candle itself, and the extension shows 780, 800 as the target. Okay, so this again is a good stock, Mazda, and it's really looking good on charts. Okay, I don't know what the company does, so please don't ask me about any fundamental thing about all these things. Only purely chart study is this, which I'm going to share with you. Right? Then let's go to Infratel. Now, Infratel is available also in futures. Okay, so if anyone wants to trade in futures, you're free to trade it on futures. And now this is the stock which is at price support as well as 40 support on monthly. See, when I'm suggesting you for buy on equity, I will normally see everything on monthly chart itself. Okay, so this is where it is. You need to buy about 185. Okay, look at this also around 40. Look at this also, which is bouncing from 40. तो किसी को तो मालूम रहेगा जिस जिसने भी P2 किया है. It is the strategy third of this, right? 3B, 40, 40, 40, right? So this is where this strategy comes to handy to us. Okay, so this is what infratel is all about: daily, monthly, weekly at 40 support. And there is going to be some movement in this because uh, what we are seeing here in infratel is you need to buy about 185. Currently it is around 180. Okay, so once it crosses 185, which is this high of this candle, and it moves till this is going to be your target. So look at it. 220 and 235 are the targets given. 185 is the entry. 170 is going to be the stop loss. 220 is the first target, which is actually 224, and the second is 235. Okay, that is again a little higher, but we have kept it at 235. Okay, so these are the first five stocks of Diwali. Okay, I've already given you there are multiple stocks and trades already here as well. Okay, so this is already there, and these are all futures. Okay, and this in this infratel is future. Dr. Reddy also, which I gave, is futures. Okay, this is already here. And now let's see heritage food. Here, yeah, heritage, heritage. इधर गया. हाँ, हेरिटेज फूड जो ऊपर ही जो है भाई मेरे. ओए. So now look at this also. Okay, it's at first 40 support. Okay, so this is coming at first 40 support. Second thing that you need to see is look at this. जिसने P1 सीखा है, now see this. Trend line breakout, and now see when breakout is with volume, look at this. See ये जो सबसे बड़ा वॉल्यूम है इधर का, वो ये व्हाइट कैंडल का है. उसके बाद वापस वॉल्यूम नहीं है. Okay, so this is a perfect CIP on trend line. Okay, yes, perfect CIP on trend line. That's right. Right, so this is where you buy it. Okay, hold it for good targets. So this is a breakout, first 40 support as well on monthly after the range shift. So first bullish range shift. Okay, sub knowledge use karo, P1 P2 combined, right? And you'll get a good stock here and a good trade as well. So heritage food again, buy about 290, stop loss is 240, first target is 380 and 440. So this is what you will be expecting in heritage food as well. Please do not ask me कि ये क्या करता है, मेरे को नहीं मालूम. I only know charts and I don't know anything else about the stocks. Okay, now again there is another stock on futures as well as equity. Okay, so now let's go to the Ambuja Cement. भैया ये दीवार टूटती क्यों नहीं, क्योंकि ये अंबुजा सीमेंट है. नाउ लुक एट अंबुजा सीमेंट ऑल्सो. तो भैया ने क्या किया है वो देखो पहले, क्यों वो दीवार टूट नहीं रही है. ओके, doji at CIP on monthly and also for 60 support after a long time. Okay, so this. Okay, तो भैया क्या करने वाले अभी समझ में आ रहा है. Okay. Ambuja is a very good stock. Yeah, you can buy this on equity में buy करना सुरति जी. I will not recommend for you in futures, please. Futures का lot size बहुत बड़ा है. Only people who want and can take the risk of futures can trade it in futures. Okay, I normally would not recommend and see this also. First 60 support on weekly. Okay, so it's looking really good on monthly, weekly, and daily also around 60 and shows some bearishness, but so we have to buy above a particular level. Okay, so all time frame shows good levels on Ambuja cement. So buy about 265 is the recommendation. So buy, see, when I say about does not mean you buy at 565 ka 570 570 270 275. Okay, 265 के ऊपर मतलब 265.5. Okay, that is what I mean buy above. Okay, so or you can buy at 265 also. आप at भी सोचो तो भी चलेगा. Okay, above का मतलब 10 रुपया नहीं होता. Above
ये
means just around the same levels. Okay, when you
ये
buy
कप पैटर्न भी है क्या?
कप पैटर्न तो नहीं बोलेंगे इसको, कप नहीं है ये सर.
वीकली वीकली में देखो.
वीकली
Sir, buy at a closing price, no 265. You are running.
रनिंग 265 के ऊपर गया तो बाय कर लो.
Okay, okay.
There is no cup here. Okay, so I
Okay.
don't see there is a cup here because ये थोड़ा टेढ़ा मेढ़ा है. इसमें कप चाय
Okay.
डालोगे तो चाय नीचे गिर जाएगा. और देखो सर.
हाँ, okay.
तो ये थोड़ा अलग दिख रहा है. कप नहीं दिख रहा है. कप मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ. कप भी आएगा. Okay, so this is where it is. So you buy at 265 or about 265. If 20 rupees ka this thing 290 is going to be the first target and 315 is the second target. Now this is a diamond stock by the way. Okay. So Balkrishna again, a auto sector, tire company, but this shows something different. ये क्या दिखा दिया इसने? Oh, बालकृष्ण. हिस्ट्री डालना पड़ेगा. क्या है ये? अरे भाषण कृषि इंडस्ट्री से. See, it has got 60 support. Okay, first 60 support on monthly. Okay, let me. Okay, there's a breakout over here. Okay, so it looks good on first 60 support. Weekly also above 60 and band walk. Okay, and daily also band walk with no bearishness still. Okay, so now this stock is a buy at 1600. 1505 stop loss, 1825 is the first target. So this is where Balkrishna industry is looking to be. Okay, this is a target from extension. This is the entry levels and this is going to be the stop loss. So no bearishness so far, a diamond stock and moving up. So again, these are all going to be, this is available in FNO, this is available in FNO. Dr. Reddy, which we already discussed, is available in FNO. And last one, Biocon. Okay, it's also available in FNO. So now let's see Biocon as well. Okay, so now Biocon on daily is approaching 60, but you need to see what it did in monthly. Okay, so monthly has got PRD setup. Okay, monthly PRD setup. It's confirming on PRD with the move so far. Okay, so that is one thing. Right, so that is what Biocon you can do. Okay, it's a three bar PRD. Okay, and it's moving up. So this is why you buy this stock. Okay, so this is around 60 resistance here. So 433 is the current price. You buy above 436, 395 is the stop loss, and 505 is the target. So this is the target on PRD actually. So these are the 10 stocks that we have shown you for Diwali, of which all of them you can buy or you can buy any of them. Okay, so this looks good. We'll be tracking them onto a new support group, which is going to be Swaycharts stock ideas, which we start from today, right? And for the subscription of the same, please contact either me or Paresh on the same, right? So happy Diwali once again to all of you. You can have a look on this again, right? So we have gone through the sectors as usual. We have gone through the stocks also, right? So and we have few of the trades for you on Diwali day as well. So
Kamal,
thank you. Huh.
Kamal, what was the subscription name for this? What was it?
Subscription is basically we see this
No. What was the name you said? Swaychart?
Swaycharts stock ideas.
Okay.
Okay, so
And
we
this is
will, yeah, that
now
will
how
be
are you
monthly.
going? Monthly ideas. Okay.
It will be monthly, and normally see this recommendation, stock recommendations during the weekly calls also what we are giving. So you
Uh,
might have seen the the way it is moving and the way we are tracking them on every week to week level, and even I keep putting into the alumni group or the groups, that this has made the target, now this can be revised. So all of those things will move out of alumni and will put it to the subscription group basically,
okay.
because right now I am also not aware that how many of you are actually trading. And what happens is, if you are trading, at least I should be aware that you are taking the call, because we saw few things where people entered into a stock, it was giving more than 1% 2% returns, but they didn't modify the stop loss because I was not aware that they've taken the trade.
Okay.
Okay,
सर
and we normally
इसमें
move. Huh.
लाइव ट्रेडिंग वाले को सब्सक्रिप्शन अलग सा करना है
हाँ, ये
लाइव
लाइव
ट्रेडिंग
ट्रेडिंग का और ये अलग रहेगा ना, बिकॉज दिस इज स्टॉक आइडियाज, बट दिस इज नॉर्मली इन्वेस्टमेंट पोर्टफोलियो बिल्डिंग एक्चुअली.
Yeah.
अच्छा अच्छा
तो वो डिटेल्स वन ऑन वन बताएंगे आप कब?
One on one, yeah, we'll put it onto the alumni group also. So today end of day we'll put it on the alumni group
हाँ,
also.
वो डाल दो ना आप
हाँ,
कितना
वो डालेंगे.
सब्सक्रिप्शन है क्या?
Yeah, वो डाल देंगे. Subscription minimal रहेगा, don't worry. Okay,
Okay.
but we will be putting it there.
Okay. चलो.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you
Happy
everyone.
Diwali to everybody.
Happy Diwali
ओके
to everyone.
हैप्पी
Yeah.
दिवाली
Happy Diwali. Happy
Happy
Diwali.
Diwali. Yeah.
Happy Diwali.